and welcome back to Nick answering questions from my followers. Today I have a really great question from Marianne Shore, and she would like to know if I have any advice for people who are shy and reluctant to self-promote, knowing that you have to, but that you're an introvert. This is really interesting. It's something I've struggled with myself, and I don't consider myself an introvert, as I imagine some of you will assume. But I did struggle with self-promotion. The interesting thing here is you first have to decide if you're self-promoting. And I don't like that term. That's why I keep putting them in air quotes, because I feel like self-promoting is really just talking about something you're passionate about, that you earn money from, that you want other people to know you do. So the very first thing is you absolutely have to believe in the thing that you are promoting, the thing you're talking about. You have to also believe that by telling people, there's value in it for them. And this is the key thing. It's something I've learned over the last few years, is that if you give people value, they will find value. If you're only self-promoting to make money, then the chances are it's going to be very difficult to get ahead. A lot of these crazy self-promoters that you see on the internet, you actually get the feeling that they, hook, line, and sinker, believe in what they're telling you. They might seem like snake oil salespeople, but they actually believe their own bullshit. So the first thing is, do you believe in what you do? That's like the litmus test. If you don't believe in what you do, you're going to find it really hard to self-promote and get your message out there. So analyze the thing you're doing and figure out if it is something you believe in. Then I think the important thing to remember is that the internet is a very, very big place. So when you are talking about what you do in a positive way without being arrogant and cocky, but putting across this kind of expert confidence, you're going to inevitably run into people you know, and they're going to feel a bit cringy about what you're saying because they know you, they know your story, they know the facts, they know everything you're telling them. And they're going to be like, oh, hey, I saw you just liked your own post. That's kind of weird. Screw them. You are not their audience. And this advice came to me from a guy named John Sane. If you don't follow him, you can go and find him at John Sane everywhere, SANEI. He said to me, if people don't like what you're saying, ignore them. They're not your audience. So the message here is find your audience. Once you've found your audience, they're going to give you positive feedback. They're going to comment on your posts. They're going to share them. They're going to hire you. And then you're going to find more people like them. Don't worry about the people who don't like what you're putting out there. Focus on the ones who do and find more of them. That should be your number one goal, is adding value to people who need you to add value to their lives. So forget about your friends, forget about the influencers in your space. You're building your own community and your own network. So focus on them. And then lastly, one of the key things here is you can't come across as a know-it-all. You're not an expert. Even experts don't feel like they're experts. This is what's known as the Dunning-Kruger effect, that the more you learn, the less you feel like you know, so you learn more and get better at it. That's not to say you should be overly humble and berate yourself, but nobody is really going to follow someone who is arrogant and cocky and tells them how to live their lives. A lot of the time what I do is tell you what worked for me, tell you what didn't work for me, what worked for other people, and bring in their experience to the mix. It's super key that you don't dictate your existence to other people. The other main thing about self-promotion or talking about what you do is to do it consistently and pick a theme. It's really important that you don't talk about everything to everyone all the time. You can't cater to everyone. You have to pick your niche, you have to find your audience, and you have to focus. Once you've got all of that, do the thing you do consistently. You can't post on LinkedIn once a month and hope that you get some kind of feedback from that. You have to commit to doing it every day or twice a day or on a specific schedule, and do that for a prolonged period of time. And then you'll start to see your sowing coming to some flowers. That's the main thing here, is just do what you do it consistently, or don't start at all. I really hope that was helpful. We're going to have another episode coming really soon, but if you haven't, please click the like button below, subscribe and share this with everyone you know. And if you've got questions, please add me on LinkedIn and I will answer them whenever you send me what you want to know.